Hi everyone, Mark Pop here. In this video, I'm going to discuss how you can laser focus your audience targeting in Facebook ads. There are three ways to target your audience in FB ads. The first way is the custom audiences. The custom audiences is this one. The second way is the commonly used demographics. This part is the commonly used demographics. It has the locations, age, gender, and language. The third way is the detailed targeting, where you can specify further demographics, interests, and behaviors of your target market. The detailed targeting is this one. This is where you can specify further demographics, interests, and behaviors of your target market. You can see that by clicking this browse button. You can see there is demographics, like for example, education, home, life events. There's also behaviors like anniversary, consumer classification, digital activities, and so on. And there's also the more categories. From these three ways, the most laser focused targeting is the first one, which is the custom audiences, particularly the customer file. So if you want to see the customer file, you can click create new, custom audience, and you will see the option for the customer file. So what is a customer file? It is basically a CSV or an Excel file of all the email addresses of your customers. Here's an example of my own customer file. So this is the screenshot of my own customer file. I just hide the email addresses, specific email addresses, to protect the privacy of those people. But basically, that's it. It's an Excel file with one column, which is the email address, and there are multiple rows of email addresses in this file and in this column. So why is it that a customer file is the best custom audience option to use to target your audience? Because these people already bought from you or from your business at some point in time. They already know, like, and trust you. You have 75% more chance of selling from your customer file than selling from a cold market. So how do you create your own customer file if you don't have one yet? If you had an email list of your customers, download that from your email autoresponder and upload it here. So I'm going to show you how you can upload that file to your Facebook ads. So once you're here, you can click customer file and then click add customer from your own file or copy and paste data. So click that, click upload, and then choose the downloaded CSV file, and then click next. And as you go through this process, you will be able to create your customer file as one of your custom audience. But what if you don't have an email list? So if you don't have an email list of your customer, but you are already selling offline, you can ask for the email addresses of your existing customers and put those email address in a CSV or Excel file. The next question is, what if you want to expand your customer? So for example, from your customer file, what if you want to reach more customer other than the customers in your customer file? If you want to expand your customers, the best way to do is to create a lookalike of your existing customers. Or, if possible, create a lookalike of your best customers. Your best customers are simply the customers that has purchased to your business the most. So how do you create a lookalike in Facebook ads? Here's how you can do it. So we're going to cancel this. And then you can click this button, create new, lookalike audience. And then you can choose the seed file or the customer file that you have uploaded earlier. In my case, this is my custom audience file. I can click that and I can create a lookalike of this customer file. You can increase the audience size, but first you need to choose a location. So in my case, my location is the Philippines. And then I could increase my audience size from 1%, 2%, 3%, up to 10%. But the more higher percentage is, the lesser it is a lookalike of your audience. So as a best practice, it is good to make a lookalike of up to 3% or up to 5%. For me, what I usually do is just click this link, show advanced option, and it will automatically create you a lookalike for the 1%, 1 to 2%, and 2 to 5%. So I was able to expand my customer reach from less than 300 customers from this file and expanded it to 685,000 people for the 1% and another 685,000 people for 1% to 2% and more than 2 million people for 2% up to 5%. So I can use these three lookalikes plus this customer file in my laser focus targeting. You can click this button, create audience, once this is okay to you. In this case, I'm going to cancel it because I've already done it. Now, what if you don't have any customers yet? If you don't have any customers yet, you can use the following options. So let's say, for example, you don't have a customer yet. You can create new, click custom audience, and then instead of using customer file, you can use website traffic. You can create a list of people who visited your website or took a specific action using Facebook Pixel. If you are selling an app, you can use this option, app activity, to create a list of people who launched your app or game or took specific actions. If you have run a Facebook ads before and you have some people who engage with your page and with your post or with your Instagram account, you can create a list of people who engage with your content on Facebook or Instagram. And then there's also offline activity. This is a new option. You can create a list of people who interacted with your business in store by phone or through other offline channels. So you will only use these options if you don't have a customer file. Again, still the best option is to have a customer file and create a lookalike of those customer file. If you don't have that customer file yet and lookalike of those customer file, then you can use the other options. Now, what if you're starting from zero? Meaning you don't have any website yet, so you can't use website traffic for that. And you don't have any engagement yet. You probably haven't posted anything from your Facebook page, or you probably haven't run any Facebook ads. So you may have only few engagement with your page. So what can you do about it? In this case, you can use the remaining two ways. The first one, the commonly known demographics, and the detailed targeting option. Now let's discuss them one by one. When using commonly used demographics such as location, age, gender, and language, take note of the following. Use one location per campaign if possible. Use one location per campaign if possible. This way, you can avoid audience overlapping each other if you are running multiple campaigns. Number two, avoid using ages 18 to 21 unless they are your target market. Why do you need to avoid this age range? Because usually Facebook users that are within this age are usually the spammers. For gender, it is usually better to use both, unless your product is very gender specific. For language, unless you are targeting people with specific language, you can leave this blank. When using detailed targeting, take note of the following. Use two or more interests and use the narrow audience. Here's an example. So in this example, I use Entrepreneur Magazine because I'm targeting people who are entrepreneurs. But many people can like Entrepreneur Magazine, but they can also be not real entrepreneurs. So real entrepreneurs usually would like more than that, more than just a magazine. So for example, in this case, Entrepreneur Magazine has a potential reach of 400,000 people. So to make this even more laser focused, I will add another or a second interest, which will be Entrepreneur Philippines. Now, this is more targeted than the first one because the first one, we are just looking for people who likes or who have interest with Entrepreneur Magazine. But this time, we are looking for people who likes Entrepreneur Magazine and Entrepreneur Philippines. Now, this is more specific. In fact, from 400,000 potential reach, we were able to narrow it further to 75,000 people. So that's how you can make laser focused targeting using the detailed targeting. Next, you can use at least one behavior if you choose to. Here's how you can add another behavior. So you can add the behavior either as another narrow further or as an or option, meaning people who likes Entrepreneur Philippines, or you can add, for example, a behavior. Let's look for a behavior. Okay, I like to use the engage shoppers. So that's a behavior. So this time, we are choosing those people who have interest with Entrepreneur Magazine and also have interest with Engage Shoppers or Entrepreneur Philippines. You can also use at least one demographic. So for example, you can add that additional demographic either as another narrow further or as an or option in any of these boxes. So for example, let's add them a demographic here. So you can choose life events, for example, those who are away from family, away from home, or those who will celebrate their birthday, maybe upcoming birthday. So you can choose that. And we were able to laser focus our detailed targeting by targeting those people who have an upcoming birthday, who also like Entrepreneur Magazine, and they must also be engaged shoppers and have interest with Entrepreneur Philippines. So that's how you make laser focused targeting with detailed targeting. So again, in summary, you have three options. You can use custom audiences, commonly used demographics, and detailed targeting. Of these three, the most effective and the most laser focused targeting is the custom audience, specifically the customer file. If you don't have a customer file yet, you can create one by manually creating the file. If nobody has purchased from you before and you are starting from zero, then you can use the commonly used demographics and detailed targeting. Before I end this video, let me give you a quick tour to my website. First, visit my website by typing in your browser's URL markjasonpap.com. Once you are in my homepage, you can scroll down a little and you can start watching my free entrepreneurship and marketing videos. Just click or tap the topics that you want to watch. If you're someone who wants to copy my successful and profitable Facebook ad campaigns that now became my case studies for the following niches: insurance agents, e-commerce or dropshipping business, car sales agent, real estate business, digital product business, service-based business, this is for freelancer or consultant, coaching business, live events, network marketing business, travel agency business, affiliate marketing business, and SaaS or software as a service business. If you want to copy any of my case studies here, just click this red button labeled Learn More about my case studies. On the other hand, if you're planning to start or launch your own profitable online business without wasting your time, money, and effort, you can scroll down here and click or tap this red button labeled my rapid business idea and product idea validation system. This system is applicable to any kind of businesses mentioned earlier, including brick and mortar businesses or businesses that have physical stores. But if you already have an existing business and you want to generate more profits and quality leads for your business, scroll down here and click or tap this red button labeled My Specialized and Customized Coaching Program. The three systems I'm going to teach here are applicable to any kind of businesses mentioned earlier, including brick and mortar businesses or businesses that have physical stores. If you want to acquire my done for you service or if you want to contact me, then just scroll down here and click or tap the red button labeled Contact Me. Next, if you want to see some of my successful case studies and testimonials, just scroll up and look for this menu labeled Case Studies and Testimonials. Lastly, if you have any concern or questions, feel free to contact me anytime and I will get back to you as soon as I can. With that, thank you very much and enjoy learning.